Hey everyone, welcome back to the Seriously Serious Show. Of course, it is Monday, and therefore implies that we have George Moss joining us via his car with his dog Handsome. Can we give a shout out to Handsome?
Hansom's right here. Say here. Yeah, I'm Handsome. He doesn't like being all close to the camera like that.
Oh, is he a little shy? I'm surprised your dog would be shy having you as a parent.
Well, this is a new. He's still getting adjusted. I mean, this kind of came with the marriage and everything. So
oh yeah,
that's right. I never had a dog before this. I've always wanted a dog, but I'm actually allergic to them. As long as I keep the dog clean, as long as he gets a bath like 2 or 3 times a week, we're good. He hates getting baths though. It's hilarious.
2 to 3 times a week? My children don't even bathe that much. That's amazing.
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but he's got to. Otherwise, I'll be sneezing and nose running and snotty all the time.
Yeah, not good. Well, I'm glad that you found a compromise, even though Handsome is obviously the one sacrificing the most here. But tell us a little bit about last week. We missed out on you. Speaking of marriage, what were you guys up to?
Last week
yeah, I think I heard you were on your honeymoon or you were doing something fancy. I don't think Handsome was present though. Probably
took us over a month. Yeah, it took us over a month to move and to get everything in there packed up and unpacked and all that stuff. So we finally got everything organized and went down to Nashville, Tennessee, which it's funny because you start to, when you get married, like the things you have ideas about doing, you kind of have to like rearrange things. Like I never knew, I thought that, when I went on a honeymoon, it'd be something that we planned together. It would be something like, that was my idea. But from her background, her dad would always take her mom to a place where her mom didn't plan anything. They didn't even know where they didn't even know where they were going. She didn't know where she was going until she got the plane tickets in her hand. It was like, oh, we're boarding going to Florida or whatever. So it was a new thing for me to have to plan an entire vacation all by myself. So I figured I'd start off with a place that I knew well for my first time, and I think it was actually really good. And we only did 1 or 2 things that were kind of like a bomb, but everything else was really good. Yeah, we went down. If you follow me on Instagram at George Moss, you'll see all the pictures, but she's never been to a Cracker Barrel before, which is crazy. I don't know what she was doing.
I mean, did she not have crayons growing up either? I mean, that seems like a lack of childhood for me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my bad. It wasn't Cracker Barrel. She had gone to Cracker Barrel before. She had never been to a Waffle House. That's what it was. So she'd never been to a Waffle House, which is weird. Like, that's like eating dirty gas station bathroom. But she wanted to go there, and we went to Waffle House. We went to a gun range and shot some stuff, which was awesome, like manly stuff. I took her out on a hike and went to a waterfall, which is kind of romantic. And then like the last day, since she did all like the masculine, manly stuff with me, and the day before that, we rented these bikes and like rode around Nashville downtown, and like it was a workout. Like she was sore the next day. So the next day I did all the feminine stuff. We like got a massage in the morning and then went and got our nails and our feet done, which is my first time ever getting my nails and my feet done.
That's
ever.
Good to hear. I'm actually glad to hear that, Moss.
I mean, the thing is, people were like, oh man, you're going to love it. It's going to be so great. I'm like, this is such a waste of $45.
Preach. That's right. Preach it.
It looks exactly the same. And the thing is, as soon as I got back home, like I went and like was digging in the dirt and like planting my garden. So like it has nothing.
But it's not even like you could get color either. It's like you don't want to over exaggerate the fact, but you also were like, but hold on, where's my money's worth,
Yeah, seriously. I mean, but they were doing stuff and it kind of shocked me. Like they would put hot towels on me without letting me know that they were hot towels. Like, why are you burning? Oh, wait a minute. So, but it was cool. It was a good time to be with her and to experience some new stuff. So I got a chance to show her a whole bunch of new experiences. And she's never done. So I figured I'd do something that I've never done and get a manicure and pedicure. So it was good. I still have my man card though. So I'm not doing it all the time. Just a one-time thing.
Oh, well, good to hear, actually. I'm glad to hear that marriage hasn't changed you too much. But you were recently at a middle school. Speaking of masculinity, tell us a little bit about that event.
I mean, it's awesome. I've been looking for ways to give back to my community because I mean, I'm always out and I get to do things all across the country, and God has blessed me to travel all across the country, all across this world. It's been awesome, but I want to look for ways to give back to my local community. And there's a thing called the Grand Rapids Urban League here in Grand Rapids, my city. And one of the guys, Jamel Eddy, went to my old middle school and did this event called How to Tie a Tie, because there's a lot of kids that either don't have a father to teach them how to tie a tie, or there's a lot of foreign exchange students that come over, or refugee students that come from different countries that have to get acclimated to our culture in America, and they don't tie ties, they don't wear ties where they come from. And it was cool to be able to go there to teach the young boys how to tie a tie and to shake a hand and to do things that are in our culture that father typically teaches their son, but when fathers aren't around, or that's not part of their culture, they don't have that. So got a chance to spend an hour at this public school and teach these young kids how to tie a tie. And it was cool because it's funny when you start to get to tie a tie, there's literally 500 different ways to tie one knot. So you had a few different guys teaching guys different ways, but they all had a great time. We donated a bunch of ties, and all of them left with neckties to either practice with or to wear to their 8th grade dance and things like that. So it was really fun. It was really fun.
And I love how you said, because I think you even mentioned, maybe you mentioned it just now even, but this is the middle school that you attended as well. So you're giving back to your community with your guys. I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely. And it's one thing, it's like I love going to all different places, but it's a certain thing to, go first to your own backyard. Sometimes people feel like they need to go, across the country to either do ministry or to do something impactful. But really, there's work to be done right in your neck of the woods, literally 2 blocks away from my house, where I went to do that today. So just want to encourage you guys, if you guys have something to give back to someone else, even if it's something as simple as tying a tie, it makes all the difference in the world to some of these kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Just giving your time and your energy sometimes is enough because they're not getting it at home potentially. So tell us a little bit about your campaign. How is that going, and how can we help contribute to it?
Well, it is the last week. It is the last shebang. There's like 4 days left in the Indiegogo campaign to raise enough money to record my last album. We still aren't quite there. We still need your help to do that. So if you go to Indiegogo.com and search George Moss, or just go to Facebook.com/George Moss Music, or follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you'll see the links to go and make your contribution today to be able to do that, to be able to fund the next record. So I'm really excited about a lot of these songs, and if I don't have all the funds to do the next album, I won't be able to do the full album. But either way, I know God's going to move, and I will be having some new music coming out this year, one way or the other.
That's awesome. And thanks for sharing. And guys at home, definitely, this is a guy that we really love hearing his music, and you have the chance to contribute to that. So definitely take him up on the offer. Go check out his Facebook page, or go to Indiegogo and type in George Moss. Thanks so much for joining us, George. Make sure you give Handsome a big kiss for us. He's lounging in the back there. I love that.
All right, you guys take care. I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, all right. For you at home, stay tuned. We're going to play some more music, and we're going to talk about some really fun stuff.